Hi, this is Ellie with Full Moonlight Tarot 20, and we're doing a tarot reading for today. Now, these are very interesting cards. I have a Page of Cups here, which to me, that has to do more with friendship than love usually. This can be someone offering love, but in the way I see this reading here, I take this more of a friendship, because now I have here a Six of Swords, and I also have a Nine of Wands. Now, the Six of Swords is very much an energy of moving away from difficult situations, leaving something behind, something that was really hard, something that was really trying, leaving it behind and sailing towards smoother waters, right? So to speak. So I wonder if what I'm getting here is that there were friendships around you that were toxic. There were people around you who were toxic. And I feel like you're leaving some people behind. With the Nine of Wands, that's kind of the wounded warrior energy. You've been through a lot. You've had to really fight for yourself. You've had to learn to stand up for yourself. You had to put up boundaries with people around you. Now, that kind of, when you go through something like that to me is always a huge lesson in life. That is a spiritual lesson. And with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, I see that as that being a pivotal lesson on your spiritual journey, putting up boundaries, seeing people for who they are, seeing their toxicity, seeing the toxicity within you that has attracted you to those people in the first place, right? Because you always have a dynamic playing out between you and the people around you, right? Behavioral patterns that are playing themselves out, right? So you're finally become aware of what you need to work on within yourself, and what you will and will not accept from the people around you, and who you let into your space and into your life, and who doesn't get to have access to you anymore. Now we also have a Queen of Cups that came out. So I also feel like you're being very compassionate with yourself, and you're being asked to also be compassionate with the people around you, even the people that you're putting up boundaries with, because there is a huge difference between the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords can speak very sharply and really doesn't care if she hurts someone's feelings, whereas the Queen of Cups is the most emotional card in the whole of tarot, where all she does is care and have compassion for those around her, right? That's very, very loving energy, almost to her detriment sometimes, right? So I feel like it's a good thing you're finally putting up boundaries, and be very mindful when you put up the boundaries to still be in a loving energy. That does not mean lessening the boundaries to soften the blow. This means standing in your strength, standing in your power, and being true to yourself, and having enough compassion and love for yourself to keep a distance to those who are toxic and who were used to hurting you, who were using you, people who were very selfish in the way that they treated you, right? So you don't have to be harsh when you cut these people off. You can do that in a very compassionate way, but then be strong enough to maintain those boundaries and to not let toxic people back in. And people can change, right? People learn and people grow, and some people just don't because they don't see anything wrong with their actions, right? And that is up to them to figure that out. That's not up to you to change their mind and enlighten them. What is your responsibility is to stand up for yourself and to walk your path and make your life the best it can be, with or without certain people. and the right people will flock to you. As soon as you have up healthy boundaries, the right people who will respect you and respect your boundaries will come in. So that's what I got for you today, guys. That was actually quite a powerful reading. Love and light. We'll talk again soon.